Hey everybody, I wanted to start off by talking about some things that we can do to reintroduce the hinge pattern. So basically bending over to pick something up after you've been dealing with some back pain, or if you've been having back pain with deadlifts or things like that, we just need to get back into the basics. So the first thing that I really love to do is to start that hinge pattern with a little bit of load. It actually gives it a little bit of support and some cueing to help facilitate the movement a little bit better. And I like starting on the knees because it's a little bit easier. It takes out a whole entire segment of your leg to take out some torque on the back. So it also takes out some control, right? So it's a little bit easier to control if you're down from your knees like this. So you're gonna start, you're gonna get a band here. If you don't have a band, you can just use a PVC pipe or a broomstick. So you want to keep your back relatively flat, and then you're just going to let the band guide your hips back here like this, and then straight back up. So I want you to bend over as far as you can while you're still keeping that flat back, and then right back up. Now a lot of people think that they have a problem with rounding their back here like that as they go down, and that kind of causes some problems. And it can if the load gets really heavy, or if we're not ready for it yet. But something that causes a lot of back spasms is actually the opposite, overextending your back here in this position. So what we don't want to do is create a gap here like this as we come down, and it actually limits you here. So if you're finding that you're hitting a point in your hinge where your back starts to arch and it starts to kind of seize up and kind of spasm, that's when we actually want to work on squeezing those glutes and squeezing the abs down to keep that nice hollow body position here. So after that, we're going to work on, however many reps, 10 to 15 reps, 3 to 4 sets, until you feel really comfortable with that. Once those get easy, you can step out of the band, and then we're going to bring it a little bit higher. And then now we can bring the lower leg back into it, right? So we're having trouble bending over while we're standing, and the only way to get better at that is to bend over while you're standing, right? Again, the band will give you a little bit of feedback. So now we're going to be standing here like this. Again, you can get a bar, PVC pipe, or broomstick, and you're going to stand up straight here, and you're just going to let the band kind of pull you back, and then right back up. Squeeze your glutes at the top, make sure you're not overextending your back, and then keep a nice hollow body position. So you're coming down here like this, right back up. When you feel that your low back is pretty flat and you feel comfortable, now we can start adding in a little bit of reach, right? You can step out a little further, put a little more tension on the band, and then now you're really working on that hinge pattern, and that's a really good way to retrain your hip hinge. So give that one a try, and let us know what you think.